I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know?
Jay-Z called out the Recording Academy at the 66th Annual Grammy Awards on Sunday for snubbing Beyonce of Album of the Year. He also made reference to rappers who have boycotted the Grammys for similar reasons. And in his long rant of an acceptance speech, he also shaded Taylor Swift, who won Album of the Year, and Beyonce wasn't even nominated. Stay tuned as we've got all the messy and juicy details here on Celebrity Business. Jay-Z decided to use his acceptance speech to get some things off his chest. At the 66th Grammy Awards this Sunday, Jay-Z was given the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, which he accepted alongside his daughter, Blue Ivy, who is all grown up from her last appearance at the Grammys. Jay-Z went on a rant about the Grammys failing to get things right. He mentioned that Beyonce has the most Grammys in history, yet she has never won Album of the Year.
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know?
Beyonce made history at last year's Grammys as the most awarded Grammy artist. So you can understand Jay-Z's issue with the Grammys. And of course, the Beehive has had this concern for years. So one can just imagine how happy they must be to hear Jay-Z speaking out about this. Though there are many who believe that Beyonce has had great singles, but not a great album to win Album of the Year. I personally think she should have won Album of the Year for Lemonade. That was very much deserving of such a prestigious award. The Recording Academy has faced years of criticisms for not recognizing women and people of color equally when deciding the winners of these Grammys. During his speech, Jay-Z noted that he boycotted the Grammys in 1998 when DMX was not nominated for a Grammy despite having 2 successful albums that year.
98, I was nominated for Best Rap Album, and DMX had dropped 2 albums that year. They both were #1. Shout out to DMX. And he wasn't nominated at all. So I boycotted.
It seems that Jay-Z was letting the Grammys know that they can boycott the event if their decisions do not reflect equality and fairness. It also seemed that Jay-Z took a stand prior to Sunday's show as his annual pre-Grammy event, which he usually hosts with Beyonce, was canceled this year. This could have been because Beyonce wasn't nominated.
I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion-based, but, you know, some things, try to get it right.
People on the internet have been saying that it seems Jay-Z had planned to actually boycott this year's Grammys, so they gave him the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award in hopes of getting him to attend. Also, many speculated that Beyonce was to perform with Fantasia in the Tina Turner tribute, but dropped out at last minute after her team confirmed only 2 days before the Grammys that she would not be performing. In the midst of his rant, Jay-Z seemingly called out Taylor Swift after noting that Beyonce had the most Grammys of any artiste but has never won Album of the Year. Jay-Z stated that some people don't belong in the category, seemingly throwing shade at the Album of the Year category, which Taylor Swift has won for the past 4 years.
Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
Taylor Swift won Album of the Year for her album Midnights, which makes her the only artist to win the most Album of the Year in Grammy history, and consecutive wins at that, which is a very huge accomplishment. It's seemingly obvious that many have tried to pit Beyonce and Taylor Swift against each other, even Jay-Z in his attempt to shade Taylor Swift. For years, many in the industry have been making Taylor Swift and Beyonce out to be rivals, going back to Kanye's rant at the 2009 VMA Awards.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
It seems that the industry will always favor Taylor Swift over Beyonce, as Taylor Swift brings in more money to the industry than Beyonce. Taylor Swift's year to her gross close to $1 billion, and the film grossed another $2.2 billion just in North America. So she will always be a bigger star to them, and they will continue to give her these awards to paint her as the bigger star. While it seemed that Jay-Z was taking a stand against the Grammys in support of Beyonce, Beyonce didn't seem pleased at all. She seemed rather embarrassed that Jay-Z was putting her on the spot like that. Beyonce has always been known as a hard worker who believes that she's given what she has earned. She has always been a supporter of her colleagues, especially the women. So imagine she probably felt off and surprised by Jay-Z's statements. Even Blue Ivy wasn't expecting that. Thanks for watching, and please drop a like on this video. Leave a comment and let us know your thoughts on this year's Grammys, especially Jay-Z's acceptance speech. Was Jay-Z wrong to call out the Academy? Catch up on more celebrity business in the next video.